This is a Windows Phone app review of Calleague, which is available in the marketplace for $2.99, and it does have a free trial. This app is primarily for business users, and it helps you parse your calendar appointments for conference calls so that you can quickly dial into them. You can set up fancy call filters so that it'll parse what the dial-in number is, and also support a bridge or room number with a key phrase that it can dial in, and you can have it wait for certain seconds before dialing the bridge or room number, and also a passcode so that you don't have to type it in. And it can parse all those details from your calendar appointments just by giving it the specific passcode key phrases and other various things. So it's decently easy to set up. And once you have it set up, you can have an appointment like this one here, which in the meeting details I specify the number and I specify to then dial number 1, which basically this just dials Best Buy and it instantly will go to their store hours. So it'll connect with their phone.
Thank you for calling Best Buy. Our store hours are Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 9.
And then it automatically pressed number 1 for me after waiting for 3 seconds. And it'll also just parse general calendar appointments that have a number in them so that you can quickly tap on them and call them. So overall, it's a functional app, but it does have some problems. First of all, the design elements aren't correct. The top bar should be matching. It shouldn't be black when the background's white, so that looks a little weird. And the title isn't uppercase when it should be, and there's no reason for the version number to be there. The interface for getting to the details of the appointment is kind of silly. You have to tap and hold and then a message box shows up, so that's not very polished. And you're supposed to be able to double tap on appointments in order to enter into the call filter designing mode, but it's really iffy. It finally worked there. So that needs a lot of work. And then this screen for adding filters, those are uppercase for some reason, starting off uppercase, and the title should be completely uppercase, the header should be lowercase, and when you are finished with the call filter, for some reason the save button doesn't go back. It does nothing, so it doesn't seem like it saves, which is a little concerning, but it does save. And for some reason they have 2 scroll boxes inside here, and sometimes you'll scroll and actually end up losing the item up there. Because for some reason there's 2 scroll bars. So some things aren't completely polished in this app, but overall it's very functional and the developer keeps on adding updates, and if you're a business user, it does what you want to do. It's not perfectly polished, it's not super pretty, but it works. It has a live title that will display your next appointment there, and it has a variety of settings here that you can play around with. You can change how many calls ahead it displays in the calendar days to show, so you can have it display a lot more appointments on the front. You can change if it jumps to call profiles or whatnot, and do plenty of things. Like here it displays all of these, so it displays a lot more. There's also the call profiles where you can set up a phone number to call and then specify what numbers to dial after waiting a certain time. But there's only 3 dial-ins allowed after it, which is quite limiting if you want to add more than 3. So that's disappointing. And once again, getting to a call here is really confusing because that just takes you to the edit screen where save doesn't do anything. You actually have to tap and hold on it, which doesn't seem very obvious. But overall, the app does what you want it to do, and it seems to work quite well. So if you're a business user who has a lot of conference calls, you might want to check out Calleague in the marketplace for $2.99.